Hi, and welcome everyone here on 2K Sports. Can't wait to get some NBA action going. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. And roaming the sideline for tonight's game, our Allie LaForce. Looking at the last game for the Los Angeles Clippers, it was a loss to the Cleveland Cavaliers. And when you look at these two teams tonight, GA both have a number of veterans on their roster.
Well, we hear all the time about how valuable having experienced players can be. And clearly, both of these teams have bought into that philosophy.
Well, Lopez so comfortable down inside. This is where he makes his living.
On the wing, Doncic. Pass to Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
Okay, two hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. And here's Leonard. Jacks up a three. Sinks the triple.
Just another place you have to take Leonard seriously. He's so capable from the outside.
Down low. Here's Doncic.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play.
And as the days and months go by, Greg, it still may take us some time to get over the shock of last season's trade of Luka Doncic.
And we know the question marks as far as conditioning and defense that led to it, but hard to bet against the talent of his caliber.
And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Here's Doncic. He's been putting up the points on a very steady basis, averaging around 17.5 points a game. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Here's Mathurin. Clippers moving the ball around. Lopez a screen. And Vince Carter picks up a foul. That's his first foul. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Clock at 6. Leonard attacking.
Lockdown rim protection from Ayton, rising at the exact right moment to deny that basket.
Well, one guy's thinking zig, the other zag, and it's nothing good resulting.
Mathurin with the ball. Back to Garland. Kicks it out to Jones. And a wide open look for Mathurin. And again, no good by the Clippers. Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce, courtside. Allie.
Thanks. Well, LeBron is keeping it going. He said, I appreciate these young guys coming up in the ranks and doing great things. I hope to have inspired them to carry it on when I decide that I'm done and keep this beautiful game going. Not just the league, but the purity of the game. That is what's most important. Guys, back to you.
He's left an imprint, no doubt. Thanks a lot, Allie. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Pass to Sanders. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Now Jones, covered by LeBron. Conan Niederhauser.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Doncic with the bucket.
no doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Back to Sanders. Releases. Hands the shot with nobody near him.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
There's 39 seconds left in the first.
Number 33.
To the inside. Here's Nevitt. Howard down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
There's really no defense for Luka Doncic. He will manipulate or exploit whatever you try to do in the pick and roll.
Batum wide open. He fires. That's in. Coming off an assist from Dunn. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. An easy 2 points on the layup. Doncic has got 11 points.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
It's been all about Luka Doncic for the Lakers. He comes away with 11. And this has been a fairly close game to the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Lakers.
And right from the jump, they've been working hard to establish themselves inside, using agility and power to get shots in the paint.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense. Boy, they've been fun to watch.
Beal's shot is good.
Well, this guy shoots it with such tremendous efficiency. Bradley Beal provides the most important thing in the NBA, and that's floor spacing.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
And it's Beal in the corner. Pass to Jackson. The Lakers with the rebound. Inside. Here's James. Doncic feeling it out. Oh, Doncic with a confident free ball.
Here's the problem, folks. Luka Doncic is locked in offensively, and he's got a rhythm. You better look out.
And Tyronn Lue wants a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. And the Lakers making a change here. And in Tyronn Lue, the Clippers have one of the league's most highly respected and Doris coveted head coaches.
And think about it, Kevin. He signed an extension with the Clippers 2 summers ago. That was amidst rumors that the Lakers might have an interest. Remember, LeBron and Ty Lue go way back. But he is now committed long-term with this organization. That is smart business. Just another ho-hum, brilliant offensive performance from Luka Doncic.
Back to Beal. Screen by Jones. Dunn right side. Pass to Jones. 6 to shoot. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Lakers leading by 4. Up top, Kobe. He has yet to score. On the wing, Doncic. Comes over Garland. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Doncic has got the lead up to 6 now for the Lakers. Here's Garland. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on 8. And, GA, you think about high skill level offensive players. Darius Garland near the very top of that list.
Well, the son of an NBA point guard in Winston Garland, Darius has been preparing for this level his entire life. And his offensive package is as polished as anyone.
The size and quickness of Mathurin is a deadly combination.
No one near Reeves as he lets it go. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. screen by James. LeBron playing like a big man inside.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Pass to Leonard. There's a screen by Collins. Outside, Garland. Over in the corner, Mathurin. It's not going to go for him.
Boy, he looks and will take that shot every time. Just won't go.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. And Tyronn Lue wants a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. So both teams changing it up here. Pass to Collins. Back to Dunn. Lopez up top. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
You know, I think Lopez knows basically he can get his shot up over anyone. That stretch ability as a perimeter scorer is so important.
Tipped away. And here's the fast break. Dunn leading the way. The kick out to Lopez. Pass to Collins. Over in the corner, Mathurin. Driving in. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. And Vanderbilt now top of the key. To the middle. And the dunk by Vanderbilt.
Whether it's with his passing or scoring, Reeves is a flat-out playmaker.
Pass to Mathurin. Back to Leonard. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. The three. Leonard lets it rip from three. You know, Doris, here's a question for you. Is there a reason why we see so many point guards become head coaches?
I do believe, Kevin, obviously as a point guard, you are responsible on both ends of the floor. On the offense for knowing all of the sets and where every single guy is positionally. On the defensive end, you're the lead communicator. You are at the point of attack. So it makes perfect sense to me that they become head coaches.
Pass to Leonard. Some solid defense from Ayton.
Boy, that's the kind of contest you need to force the miss.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thanks a lot. The Lakers are trying to maximize what LeBron James has left in the tank. Coach J.J. Redick said, when you get to coach one of the greatest players ever, you take a lot of joy and pride and excitement in that. And it's my job to help him in these last few innings of his career. Guys?
A rare opportunity indeed. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report. And Tyronn Lue wants a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. And the Lakers making a change here. Right side, Garland. Kicks it out to Leonard. That's good, and it's Garland with the assist. Leonard's got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Clippers. DB, given his accuracy, do you think Darius Garland will ever be in the 50-40-90 club?
You know what, Kevin? I think very few people have ever done it. Do I believe Darius Garland has the talent to do it? No question about it. He is a tremendous shooter and an electric young guard in this league. What you love about Luka Doncic is he's this unique combination of size and skill. He can really play cross-positionally. He makes shots at all three levels. So dangerous.
Lakers leading by 6. It's stolen by Mathurin. Here he goes. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Matherin's got his second basket of the night.
And already Mathurin has a pretty dynamic drive, but getting the drop on the defense all season won't be easy.
And it's out of bounds. The Lakers able to retain possession here.
Clippers substitution, number 33.
Back to Doncic. Whoa! Strong finish by Doncic.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Kobe with the steal. And it's the Lakers on the break. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession.
That's a perfect example of why good hands are important in basketball. It just misread that pass completely.
Now Garland. He was averaging around 5.5 points a game. Leonard, that's for 2. That shot is off.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Here's Doncic. Doncic very comfortable down low.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
The Clippers again turning it over.
One of those nights where the wheels come off, nerves seem to be playing a factor.
Jackson Hayes.
Third quarter action and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
Boy, that mid-range area, he just didn't look comfortable, let's be honest.
Batum, good.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been tripled.
James in the high post. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game.
And making it look easy. LeBron overwhelms the defense inside.
Back to Garland. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grind-it-out game.
Now here's LeBron. He's got 6. Back to Reeves. Just 5 on the clock. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. No good with the triple.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Good.
A young guy who is ready to attack. Mathurin gets the ball and goes straight into his shot.
Here's LeBron. LeBron James showing he has all the shots.
Boy, no one is blocking that shot. Excellent use of the floater.
Batum for 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. Batum's got 6 points in the quarter.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for...
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this 4th quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for the Los Angeles Lakers. The lead is 2. On the wing, Doncic. Doncic powers it home.
I'll tell you, some people question the athleticism of Luka Doncic, but boy, he loves to dunk on occasion and lets you hear about it.
Jones drives in. Outside Mathurin. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Dunn misses.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Here's Kobe. Out to Doncic. And stolen by Dunn. Here's Collins. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
One of the things I like most about John Collins is that steady demeanor that he brings to the game. You understand he's a double-digit scorer. He's going to get to the offensive window. Somebody you know what you're going to get from him night by night.
fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Near the three-point line, it's Doncic. Top of the key jumper, no good. On the wing, Jones. Back to Dunn. Kicks it out to Jones. Pass to Dunn. Here's Batum. Shoots from the elbow. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. 11 points for Nicholas Batum. And here is Doncic. And the rejection by Collins.
Collins with the denial. How about that rim protection?
Dunn looking over the floor. To take the lead. No good. The Lakers leading. We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone. And the shot goes in.
It's like Luka absorbs willingly that contact. He relishes the idea that he's going to finish despite it.
And Tyronn Lue calls timeout. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear. And immediately. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
During that last break, Coach Tyronn Lue had some advice for the team. He said to his players, "I believe in you. I know what we have." It was less about X's and O's and more about the team's identity. Guys, they play for one another.
And Allie, thanks so much. From 19, that one goes.
And such a clutch shooter. I mean, he lives for the big shot. And when he's rolling like this, watch out.
Outside Lopez. Here's Leonard. Collins outside. Leonard, another chance here. In the paint, Kawhi gets it done.
Let's remember this is a former Finals MVP. He will not blink in the biggest of moments.
Count it!
And you can feel the excitement in the building. Both of these teams pouring it on.
There's been a bit of a flurry here late, and this game may come down to which side gets a stop or two.
There's a screen by Collins. Now Leonard. Jumper is off. Lakers lead by 3. Here's Doncic. It's stolen by Mathurin. Outside Lopez. Here's Mathurin. Outside Lopez. Collins outside. 6 on the shot clock. Now Garland. Down he goes for 3.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
To me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game. It's James. That one goes.
A big-time bucket there. They've got to play for a stop here with the 2-point lead. Most important thing, no open threes.
And the timeout called here by Tyronn Lue. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. Thoughts on what Coach wants to do here?
And they've got plenty of time to get a basket.
Well, they've got to be aggressive, guys, because the defense doesn't want to foul here.
Here's Leonard. The 3 doesn't go. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall.
LeBron James.
That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
A 3 and nothing but a 3 will do here.
You've got to keep your composure and execute to get a quality look from 3.
And so it's the Lakers who come out on top here. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish as they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal.
And there are so many times when you see these tight games won at home, that advantage of having that crowd behind you oftentimes is the ultimate X factor.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.